El finalissimo, el finalissimo. Here we are, here we have it. It is the final of the UEFA Cup. The Europa League is a crap name. What they call it the Europa League, I do not know. Should we always accept what is obvious? That's the key thing. Should we merely accept what is obvious to us? Because a lot of people will say, you know what, let's just accept the fact that Atletico Madrid have been to 2 Champions League finals that they actually lost in, that they are the more experienced team, that they're the better team, and man for man, they are better than their opponents. That's maybe true. And Atletico are rightfully odds-on and the favourites to win this. Give a shout out to my man Dimitri, because in my view, people will disagree and say, hey, what about Griezmann, what about Diego Costa, what about Koke and so forth, what about Saul, what about but in my view, Dimitri Payet will be the best player on that pitch. Talent-wise, I don't know whether he'll be the best player when the game starts, but before a whistle is blown, I feel based off talent, Dimitri Payet has been the best player. I think he has the most assists in this Europa League with 8 assists. It's big time. And I feel that, you know, for Marseille, they know that they're underdogs. And Payet has already been speaking before the match by saying that, you know what, we have to try and invoke the spirits of the 92-93 winners, obviously where Marcel Desailly played, the first team to ever win the Champions League in the Champions League format. And he says, you know what, we want Marseille to be the first team to win this Europa League UEFA Cup. We want this flipping crown. And we want to try and emulate what our forefathers did. And Atletico Madrid must be wary of the threat that Marseille pose. I keep on saying this and I will say this again, I don't care. If this was a semi or a quarter-final over 2 legs, I'll easily take Atletico. In a final, and it's in France. I mean, people forget this. The fact that it's in France, it's in Lyon, and so forth, I think that kind of affinity may help Marseille, and it matters. It matters if you're playing on a pitch that you know. And these Marseille players know this pitch. They know the dimension of the pitch. They know the stadium. They feel the air. So it's not a huge, but it's a slight advantage. But just think that Atletico must know that, look, they're the better team. They're expected to win. People, even when they drop down from the Champions League in the Europa League, that Gavi was actually insulting, everyone said, look, man, Atletico, they're the best team. These are 12 Champions League winners and recent La Liga winners in a league with Barcelona and flipping Real Madrid. But Atletico must be wary of the threat that Marseille pose. They must be wary of the fact that Marseille are underdogs. They must be prepared to play with pressure. Because how many times have Atletico played with pressure on themselves where they're expected to win? In the Champions League, against a lot of teams, against Bayern, they're the underdogs. Against Barcelona, they're the underdogs. Against Real Madrid, they're the underdogs. But right now, they're the overwhelming favourites. So I just think, you know, with this specifically, I think Marseille have to take the game to Atletico. They have to take the game to them, and they have to play on the front foot, because I think for Atletico, they'll want to feel themselves into the game and get the ball into as quickly into Costa as possible. And I think what Marseille have to be wary of is when Costa gets the ball in the area, because if he gets the ball in the area, Costa is amazing playing with his back to goal. I mean, definitely one of the best players in the last few years I've seen playing with his back to the goal is Costa. He understands how to play. He has the strength and the intelligence and the awareness to know how to play it. So Marseille have to get men on him and have to stop him and make sure that he doesn't turn and make sure that he doesn't get any passes through. They've got to be forceful in that midfield. They've got to get themselves known. Tovan, you've got to have a huge game. You've got to have a huge, massive game in this game. But I think with regards to Atletico, I think they will want to say, you know what, let's Marseille come on to us. We know that we can counter. That's why for Marseille, as much as I say they should attack, Griezmann is a guy who they use very well on the counter-attack, very, very well indeed. I already know how good Koke is on the ball and how good he's in his pass distribution, his decision-making. Griezmann, you flopped in a lot of finals. Euro final, you flopped. Champions League final, you flopped. You have to show up in the final. If you don't show up in this final, I'm going to induct you. I'm going to put you in Class C. That's it. I'll put out the ultimatum. Griezmann, if you flop in this final, I'm putting you in Class C. I'm really looking forward to this final. I mean, no offense to Arsenal or Salzburg. I think these have been... I mean, maybe apart from Red Bull Leipzig, I think these have been the 2 best teams in the competition so far. So I'm interested to see how this goes, because for Atletico, they may be the better team. I thought one of the best teams in this tournament, and a team that I thought that would actually go all the way already to the final, was Red Bull Leipzig, and Marseille beat them. Marseille beat them. And I believe that, and Salzburg were definitely a much better team than flipping Arsenal. Arsenal were, okay, you know. So I'm looking towards a very good game. I think Costa is definitely going to be important. I think Marseille need a plan of how to get past Godin, because Godin is a flipping beast. He's one of the best defenders in the world. So that's why I look at Payet, because Payet's creativity and his imagination is going to be needed, because if Marseille are not imaginative and they're too obvious, Godin will have a field day defending everything, because the guy is a top reader of the game. And so as I look, you go Oblak, you go Godin, Marseille have to be on it. They have to be on it to get past Atletico, because defense for Atletico are slack like 1-0. In 90 minutes, it's going to be 1-0. Penalties. Marseille are going to win on penalties. There, I said it. Sue me. I don't care what you say. Marseille are going to win this game on penalties. Guys, watch for my post-match analysis after the game. Peace out. Stay true. Thank you for watching this video. Think about pledging and become a Half Football Hot patron. Pledge an amount each month and gain access to exclusive videos from your boy, the Football Hot, for more analysis. Peace.